Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Time for a little lesson about equation monsters. Don't worry about the title. You'll see it in a moment. Okay, so first thing you're gonna do is you're going to experiment a little bit and just kind of have a little experience dealing with creating an equation that's so horrendous. There's no other word to describe it but a monster. So first step, you need to come up with complicated ways to write the number 3. And it's got some examples here, like, you can do 1 plus 2, that equals 3. Or you can do negative of 111 minus 114. That would also equal 3. There's all sorts of things. You can have a big long string of numbers here, adding and subtracting and make 3. You can take something like 27 and you can divide by 9. Or you can do 270 and divide by 90. Or you can do 2,700 and divide by 900. Those all give you 3. You just need to come up with 5 of them. You just fill them in here. And you're going to need those because and what you're going to do next is you're going to take this expression and you're going to replace all of these 3s, there's 4 of them, with one of your representations from above. And so, if I have this expression here, right, 2700 divided by 900, that equals 3. I can come into my little expression here, and instead of putting 3, I'm going to put 2700 divided by 900, because that is equal to 3. When you put them in there, you do need to put it in parentheses. You're replacing it with something else, and you just got to put in parentheses so the order of operations stays the same. And down here is an example that uses the examples up there, so it makes this kind of a nice big thing. So what you need to do is make your own here. Again, you can replace all the 3s with anything that equals 3, and it's just fine. You can even do like a phrase like the slope of y equals 3x plus 5, which is 3. Let's write that number right there. But yeah, go ahead and do that. Take a moment to replace all those 3s with the thing you need. Pause the video and get it done. Alright, did you do it? Did you make a thing here? Is it big and scary? Is it a monster? Yeah, you should have made a monster. If it's not disgusting, if it's not hideous to look at, you didn't do it right. Go back, make some more crazy replacements in there, and make a monster. And now that you've done that, you get to do it again. You're going to rewrite this equation here, and you're going to replace all of the numbers with something that equals those. So you're going to replace 4 with something that equals 4. You can replace the 2 with something that equals 2. You could do like a number like this and then subtract almost the same number. You get that, right? You can put this in the place of the 2 spot because it equals 2. So yeah, you're going to make a second monster and put it in there. Once you've done that, on the back here, it's asking about substitutions, different kinds of substitutions. There are exact or mathematical substitutions, which are the things you just saw when you replace something with something that is equivalent to. Like if you take 8/8 and replace it with 1, right, that is a substitution that's exact. And then there's non-exact substitutions. Say you have a substitute teacher for your class. That is a substitute, a replacement, but it's not the exact same person, right? Different personalities, different names and stuff. So that'd be a non-exact substitution. Or if you're replacing something in a recipe with something that's equivalent to, that would be a substitution, but it's not exact. And the reason I had you make these equation monsters, talk about these different substitutions, is because you will have to substitute a lot in your math classes. This year you're going to do some substitutions during this unit, and in next unit coming up about function notation, you have to do substitutions, and you have to replace things with things that are equivalent to. And next year you have to do substitutions. Substituting things is a very common thing we do in mathematics. And so what you're going to do for the remainder of this assignment, I know there's got like a lot of scary algebraic things here, but it's not bad. What you are doing is you'll be given a system, which is just two equations, and you're going to substitute one equation into another. In this first equation, it says that y is 5x plus 13. And this is a lovely mathematical symbol, which means it is the same thing as the thing on the right. So the left side and the right side are the exact same thing. And so I can take this piece and substitute it into the y here. So I'm going to do that, and that's what's this example over here is I took that second equation, negative 2x minus 5y equals 16, and replaced the y with 5x plus 13. So that's what's going on here. This is what y was, and it got replaced. When you do that replacement, when you substitute it in, you do have to put that in parentheses. So that's why there's parentheses here and not just 5x plus 13 written out. When you substitute in, you have to put it in parentheses. Otherwise, you're going to miss signs and miss distribution and a whole bunch of other things. It's going to mess up your algebra stuff. So make sure you replace it with a parentheses. So to show you how it works, I'm going to jump to a couple of these and show you what it looks like. So like this one here, if we go to 4, our first one says y equals 0, and then I got y equals 8x. I can take this 0 and put it in the y spot of my other equation here. So I'm going to put 0, that was bad looking, 0, 0, put it in parentheses, equals 8x. And that's it. That's all you have to do. You substitute it in into the other equation. Let's jump to one that's got a little bit more, a few more things involved. Let me come over here. Yeah, let's do a scary one like 10. My first equation doesn't really have a nice substitution ready for it, but the second one does. It tells me y is this stuff here. And so I could take this stuff here and put it in the y of my other equation in that spot there. So that's what I'm going to do. I got negative 8x. I'm just rewriting my first equation with the y replaced. So here's where the y would go. I'm going to put parentheses, 2x plus 10, and then equals 12. Right, this part comes down is the equals 12. And that's it. That's all you have to do. You're just going to substitute that into the other equation. So there you go. That's what's going on with equation monsters. Pretty easy, just replacing things with what they're equivalent to. So there you go. Good luck. May the force be with you.